Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. Mafiathon 3. Or should I say, Begathon 3.
Now listen, I'm asking y'all, okay? So for those who don't know, the reason I say last hour is because we are at the final hour of the subathon.
This man has turned his Twitch chat into a GoFundMe with glorified sound effects. At this point, this shit has to be some sort of a goddamn humiliation ritual.
We have made it this year to where in the first 30 minutes of me taking a shower, it's called Dirty 30.
What do you mean sub up and you can get me dirtier? Essentially, for y'all individuals who happen to somehow miss out on what a subathon is, it's pretty much where you donate a certain amount to keep this timer going on. Every sub here equals like 3 seconds added to the timer. Now, Kaicenat the third over here has an objective to reach 1 million subscribers before the end of September to have the glorious King LeBron James cut his hair live on stream. Fully bald. Some of y'all probably just jumped out of your chair hearing that. But let me shock y'all even further. If we do the math, that is approximately $5 million in donations to go bald. Now let's talk about what actually happens in this so-called Mafiathon. Because it's not like he's out here solving world hunger or curing bald kids from going bald. This man is literally streaming himself, eating, sleeping, and yelling at random points in the stream like he is a slave master. And somehow there are people treating it like it's a Super Bowl and he is a second coming of Christ. I swear to God, I go on Twitter or TikTok, I see a random clip of this man biting into food and people make it like it's a much bigger thing than it has to be. Like, what do you mean you cannot eat until Kaicenat eats? And look, Kaicenat is so generous because on one of these days, he ended up sacrificing his own breakfast just so he could focus on the stream. You cannot convince me Kai hasn't lost at least half of his sanity throughout half the stream. If you believe this man is still genuinely normal after all of this, you may need some checking yourself. You know what? I understand that Kaicenat has a lot of general viewers like myself where we just click on the live, view around, analyze what's happening. But the people who need to be investigated are the ones who just sit there and they act like they're part of the segments themselves. You will see Kaicenat sneezing and his fandom starts treating it like he just released holy juices from his nose. Meanwhile, I am just sitting there feeling as if I got 8 hours stripped off my life watching this man pick lint off his jacket and fighting off roaches. The whole time it was only 15 minutes. Look, I'm a YouTube nigga, I know. But apparently this is Twitch at its peak, huh? No script, no segment, just Kai sitting on stream, talking, and somehow 200,000 people are stuck glued watching this. I'm not one of them for bot allegations or anything, but some of these dudes might not be real. Forget Netflix, forget HBO Max. The new cinema is watching streamers yelling at their monitor for 10 hours straight on repeat with some games in between. You know, you might get a little mafia, game. I believe, honestly, this is not just a stream. This is a massive social experiment being ran by global elites to test how human brains work. Because this cannot be normal. Okay, let's not lie here. Mafiathon 3 is not just a regular streaming subathon. This right here is a full-blown money printing operation where Kyler has found a way to infinitely print money. Ludwig, I hope you're watching. If you are, you will face the Lord on the day of judgment for creating this subathon trend. Whenever someone drops a sub or gifts multiple subscribers, they are not just adding time to that timer. They are genuinely adding to this man's life sentence on stream. It would have been so much better seeing him in a complete white room doing all of this. This man is generating revenue when he snores. And apparently his bed fucking moves as well. Also, if you donate while he is in the shower, he has to get himself dirtier. He is not allowed to brush his teeth for the day and he is not allowed to wipe after he shits. He gotta let that shit crust.
If y'all sub up, it'll affect me and I can get dirty with random shit.
I want the people who donate to Kaicenat to pause and think that you're speaking to your grandparents for a second. How would you explain to these older individuals that you donate to a man while he sleeps? And if he's in the washroom, you can make him dirtier. Matter of fact, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds kind of entertaining. I'm gonna have to, you know what, I'm gonna have to watch that. But this is why Kaicenat the third is underrated as hell. He has found a way to maximize content while minimizing efforts and saving his boss's pocket in the meantime. Twitch is finna take these numbers straight to Bezos's office and ask for a pay rise based off Kaicenat's numbers alone. alone. Kaicenat deserves massive respect for this at the end of the day. I'm not gonna hold you. He has cemented himself as the #1 Twitch streamer ever and has earned millions of dollars. He can just coast and make content for fun now. Hey, do that. Maybe go back to them gaming marathons for fun, since in my honest opinion, that was your best form of content. The truth is, man, we need Mafiathon. No. We need more creators like Kaicenat on Twitch, because without these sort of niggas, you got the average streamer playing Valorant to like 15 people on stream and not talking, or grown men acting like groupies in the background making no content at all. Begathon has become the Super Bowl of parasocial relationships. This is the event people circle on their calendars like it's some sort of a national holiday. And we got Kylan, the Lord of Twitch, descending on people and entertaining them for hours on end and feeding that itch they need. There are people literally glued to watching him breathe like it's some pay-per-view boxing match. You know what? I'm concerned as to how these individuals will cope after this. Someone they lived with for 30 days is now just gone. And to the Kylan Mafiathon consumers, I want to ask you a question. Matter of fact, to the older folks, you donate $5 to watch this man stream and snore into a microphone for hours. How do you feel after all of this? Kaicenat burps, and suddenly you just feel as if you witnessed the rapture. Oh my lord, like you witnessing history in the making, an event that will go down in the history books. I believe that certain people need to be investigated here, taken away at this very moment to analyze how these parasocial relationships are. And if we can redirect all of that energy into, I don't know, a job or something. Look, we laugh about it, yes. We roast it, yes. But deep down, we all know we're addicted to this shit. This is like reality TV on steroids. Yes, all of us, including you watching this right now. This is not just a stream anymore. It is a full-blown religion. And the House of Begathon is gaining followers faster than Christianity did in the 1st century, with Kaicenat III leading the pack. Kaicenat III, I just want to say, we are all proud of you. A black man is finally sitting at the top of Twitch after grinding for so many years without people noticing you. The only people who know the real you is yourself, God, your mom, and that rat in the corner. Enjoy these achievements, man. Truly.